Something intrigues me about this image. It's a bridge, but there's something, you know, different about it. What is it? Hold on. Oh, I got it. Why is it so tall? How tall is this bridge? What? I can't even see the water. What is the use of this? Does there really seem to be an end? There's something really strange about this kind of image. Why are there no people passing by it? This is weird. Maybe I should look at another, more comprehensible image. Hmm. Hmm. This house. Where's all the furniture? Where did it all go? It's just not there. It feels nostalgic in some way. You know what, I might just talk about this. What you just saw were two images of a thing called a liminal space. A lot of people like to say that these are creepy in some way, but I kinda differ in some way. It really depends on the mood it sets off. It could either be unsettling or just plain comforting. I've covered these in a video before, but that was like, what, 8 months ago? Maybe even more? The definition of liminal spaces isn't really defined well. A lot of people describe it as a threshold between where you are now and where you will go. I get this, considering that most of these take place in hallways. But hate to burst your bubble, there are some liminal space imagery that just isn't hallways. They may just be normal places where you spend most of your time in. The Dream Pools by Jared Pike. You know, a place where you stay? What, do you go to the pool to get something, then just leave? Never leaving the pool touched? No. I 100% bet as a kid, you always thought of being the only kid in the pool having lots of fun. Keyword, you use the pool to have lots of fun. But guess what? That doesn't make it a liminal space, apparently. So I'd say we give this a different definition. It's gonna be hard to describe it in like some sort of dictionary definition, but that's what this video is about. I'd say there are a series of underwhelming images that seem normal at first, but the more you look at them, the more you see how out of the ordinary they are. Kids' playrooms? You see those in liminal spaces all the time. Do you see any kids playing in those images? Yeah, there isn't any kids playing in those images. Wait, isn't that weird? Isn't that off in some way? Isn't that just wrong? How is this a thing? This doesn't make sense. Exactly, because they're not supposed to make sense. I know the internet craze has kind of died down a little bit, especially with these images, but the goal with this video is hopefully to bring it back, because these images are genuinely fascinating. Hold on, holy frick, did I just make an entire intro 4 minutes long? Holy heck. These images were popularized by one 4chan post in particular. If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the backrooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet and the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise and fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell has heard you. Yes, you may be thinking, hold on a minute, did this entire trend just go off of a 4chan post? That's 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 too good to be true. It's too crazy. That's like just what? You're right. It did. A lot of people like to describe these images as creepy, unnerving, unsettling. But I'd beg to differ, at least for some of these images. The pool rooms in particular. Wouldn't you want to be here? Would you want to be here? Be brutally honest. Would you want to be in the pool rooms? I sure as hell do. Liminal spaces aren't particularly creepy. They're just intriguing to the brain. The brain sees them and says, wait, that isn't right. And it's not necessarily a creeped out feeling. Not all the time, at least. I have bad days where I shed a lot of tears. And when I look at these images, they just stare right back at me. It's just like looking into a mirror. Just this image, it understands me. It makes me feel at peace. Why? Why do I relate to an image that doesn't suppress someone having a bad day, but rather just a place? This is confusing. Unfortunately, I, and no one, currently has an answer to this. Scientists really need to figure stuff out, man. A lot of my friends who have seen my videos have discussed my old liminal space video. They discussed it a lot. They always quoted it and told me about all the stuff that I said, and they said that it was a genuinely good video. I look back on it, it didn't really seem that good. Like, Scrabble's was better, to be honest. Same with Crescendix. I can't say his name. But I did promise someone in my comment section a part 2. And, you know, here that is. But just an image of an empty playroom isn't a liminal space. Because it doesn't feel old and nostalgic, which is one of the crucial features of a liminal space. You don't need a high quality camera. In fact, you need the complete opposite. Or at least just a visual effect that produces that sense or feeling. Some of it feels peaceful and nostalgic, while some of it still feels nostalgic, but, you know, different, weird, not right, just, you know, wrong. Okay, picture this. You're heading to your local Blockbuster 2024 because you're wanting to see how it is doing now. As you know, Blockbuster has shut down. Or has it, I don't know. Anyways, let's say this Blockbuster is abandoned. And there's no cars in the parking lot, which is weird. There's no people inside the store, which is also pretty weird. This feeling is what I call, or what a lot of people call, Kenopsia. Kenopsia, according to Google at least, is the eerie atmosphere of a place that is usually bustling with people, but is now abandoned. Liminal spaces are really good at capturing this feeling, but sometimes you just can't shake the feeling. The time where you just want to be in these places, be all alone. Not have any goals. Just sit there in one space. Maybe explore a little bit. And of course, that's, in my eyes at least, what liminal spaces are meant for. So at the end of the day, if it's empty, embrace it. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing. It helps out a small channel, and I would really appreciate it. Have a nice day.